Já tá. Ai. Foi por causa da minha live.
Se ela tivesse estado em Sumero, naquela altura, ela tinha morrido à fome.
Milho. Maybe. Maybe.
O que foi?
É, isto não está-me a aparecer na coisa. Ah, já apareceu. Não te esqueças, está a haver drops do Genshin. Reset position. Que foi, mamão? E que tanto te veio?
É pá, mano, a dizer que tipo, nunca pensei em ir à terapia.
Não quero que ela vá. Sorry.
Que ela vá o quê?
À terapia.
Ah,
Porque ainda descobrimos coisas que a gente não deve. Não quero. Fica lá sossegadinha. Pode ser? Quente. Fica lá sossegada. Que eu não quero que tu vás à terapia. Tá? Sossegadinha. Tá? A gente gosta muito de ti. Sabemos que tens muito bonita, muito boa, muito coisinha e tal.
Many
Mas
insects
sei
have
que
a
lá está sossegado.
compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
Pronto. Sim, tenho o meu chat aqui.
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
Já estou? Estou. Agora. O que é preciso para fazer para a quest? Só para ir apenas uma, ok. Ok. Okay, girl. Okay. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Okay.
Remember when we chased that tanuki down this way? Good times. Huh? What's that?
Poc, 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 poc.
Paimon doesn't think they look anything like that. Oh, maybe there's a new kind of yokai in town.
Wait, damn.
Is it trying to get us to follow it?
Oh, bicho, espera aí.
Não é uma de bicho.
Não, é o Tanuki. Vai rápido mais. Tanuki! Para de estar lá comigo.
Eu não tô no que é bato.
What's that girl doing over there? She doesn't
Pensei
look
que já
well.
tivesse saído.
Let's go check on her.
Ah, porque eu estava a fazer partilha do coisa e não do... Oh, filha, não me metas assim a dormir. Porra, assim não
What
vale.
just happened? All we did was lock eyes with her for a split second, then...
Mo?
Wait, where did all these people come from?
Oh my
And what are
freaking
they
god.
here for?
Nem sequer vou dizer nada.
True. Oh, and there's that girl.
Eu
She's
vi.
still here. Maybe she knows what happened.
Isso é o que está.
If I leave now, will I have enough time?
How many times do I have to explain?
There's no going back if I report him. But still.
Anxiety over a lack of creative inspiration. Well, inspiration tends to give anxious minds a wide berth. So I hope our treatment will help you relax.
Thank you.
Remorse for the misdeeds of the past, and despair over the sorry state of the present. I can help you face your troubles with a more positive mindset, but you'll need to work through things in your own time too.
Many thanks.
Next, please.
What's wrong with her?
I'm fine. Next, please. Delicious!
Whoa, that was
Isso um
unexpected.
bocadinho mal, Mizuki.
Huh? What do we have here? Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Sorry for what? We have no idea what's going on here, let alone what you're sorry for. Would you mind bringing us up to speed?
Oh, it looks like you've entered my dream by mistake. Let me wake you up, then I'll explain everything.
Dream? When did that...
É, um mete a dormir, o outro é para acordar. Ok, gacha. Oh my god. Nem sequer vou dizer nada.
Tá
Hi.
mal.
Feeling more awake now? I never expected the traveler to literally come to me in a
E
dream.
eu acho que já sei quem é que são essas. São os dois Tenukis da Mizuki.
Oh, someone I know talks about you all the time. Plus, I'm pretty good at profiling people based on their reputation.
So, who are you?
Right, of course. It's our first time meeting each other, so I should introduce myself properly. My name is Yume Mizuki, or just Mizuki for short.
Yume Mizuki
I'm
Mizuki.
a Yume Kuibaku, which is
Yume
a kind of
Mizuki
yokai here
Mizuki.
in Inazuma.
Hello, Mizuki.
Yume Kuibaku? Hey, it's that little critter from before!
That's what we look like in our original form. I'm guessing that's the one that led you into my dream earlier? Baku feast on the bad dreams of human beings, but we need to be in a dream of our own to digest them. The place where you met me earlier was where I go to digest bad dreams. I must have swallowed one too many bad dreams, because they were causing me some digestive trouble. It's actually a good thing you showed up when you did. Call it a happy accident, I guess. Thanks to your help, I'm now able to digest all these dreams properly.
Yeah, we thought you looked a little uncomfortable. That's why we came over. We didn't know what it was. We just thought maybe you could use some help. Paimon really hates bad dreams, so Paimon's even more happy to help knowing that you can eat them.
Thank you, but I still owe you an apology. While you were inside my dream, I ate one of your dreams, but it wasn't a bad one. It was a nice one. I've eaten so many bad dreams today that I just scarfed it down without noticing.
So, Yume Kuibaku can eat good dreams too, huh? Still, is that really such a big deal?
Of course it is. Dreams are some of the most precious things a person can have, and I just went and gobbled it down. It's the unwritten rule of my kind. Never eat someone else's good dreams without permission. I can't believe I was so careless. But don't you feel horribly depressed? Isn't your mind suddenly flooded with distressing memories? Huh. Remarkable. I've never heard of someone remaining so mentally stable after having a good dream of theirs devoured.
It's probably because the traveler has too many good dreams to count.
Maybe. But I still owe you something for your trouble. Ah, here, take this.
It's a VIP pass for the Isa bathhouse. Staffed by clinical
Oh, no.
psychologists
Oh,
and
no.
offering spa and fine
Oh,
dining
no.
services. We invite you to bring us your troubles and leave refreshed and renewed.
Isso. Vai lá para longe.
That's where
Que
I
eu não quero
work.
saber as tuas
You'll find the
intenções
address on there,
sobre
too.
nós.
This invitation
No
letter
futuro,
entitles
tu
you
ainda
to
vais
enjoy
virar
our
North
highest
Carai
tier service,
playable, não.
free of charge. Oh, and speaking of work, I'd better get back before I'm missed. I hope to see you as customers soon.
Estava a brincar. Or maybe not.
So she's a Yume Kuibaku that eats bad dreams and a clinical psychologist? Paimon's never considered therapy before. Then again, Paimon never really gets that stressed out. Oh, except when she's trying to decide what to eat. Speaking of eating, that bathhouse place does fine dining, and we have a VIP pass. That means we can eat as much as we want, right? This is the opportunity of a lifetime. We can't let it go to
Teres
waste.
passe VIP, Paimon, não significa que possas comer tudo de borla.
neste caso significa.
Bring it!
Espera, a gente de certeza que vamos testar a Imeco Mizuki, calma. Então se vamos testar a Imeco Mizuki, então deixa cá fazer aqui uma team para a Imeco Mizuki. Então... Ah, posso pôr a minha team. Yeah.
Vou ver se já viram.
Ok.
Want me to come along?
Oh, não, calma. Calma. Deixa.
Bathhouse. Well, based on the letter, it looks familiar. We've walked.
Oh, are you here to visit the Isa bathhouse?
Whoa! Oh,
Oh, sorry. Forgive me, I didn't mean to intrude. We've been struggling to attract customers recently, so I got a little overexcited when I heard you discussing my bathhouse.
your bathhouse? So you run the place, huh? And business isn't going so great, you say?
Oops. Please forget I said that. It just slipped out. And now, do you have an appointment?
We have a VIP pass.
What? I've told them before, a promotional gimmick isn't gonna magically fix our business. Who issued this thing? Wait, is that Miss Yume Mizuki's signature? I'm so sorry. I had no idea you were invited here by Miss Yume Mizuki. Please, feel free to redeem your VIP pass now if you'd like. Just give your names at reception.
Sounds like she has a lot of clout. But aren't you supposed to be the boss?
I am, yes, but Miss Yume Mizuki's a major shareholder. The business never would have gotten off the ground without her investment.
What?
Oh, it's no cause for alarm, though. She's a very responsible person. In addition to being a shareholder, she's also personally involved in our day-to-day business. She only returned to Inazuma recently. Otherwise, I'm sure you'd have heard of her by now. She's a highly renowned clinical psychologist. Please, head on in.
An indoor hot spring? Oh, Paimon's gotta give that a try.
Hello? I'll be right with you.
Oh, you okay?
Oh, sorry, I'm so clumsy sometimes. But don't worry about me. Putting customers in a bad mood is the last thing I want. I promise I'll provide an excellent service. Please.
How many times do I have to tell you? You breaking a few plates isn't the reason we've been losing business. Stop apologizing for yourself all the time. All it does is make you look like an easy target.
It's all good. We're not out to target anyone. You didn't hurt yourself, did you?
No, don't worry. As long as it didn't ruin your experience, that's all that matters. Now, well, looks like you'll be my first customers today, so, according to our standards of service, I need to,
Why is she so panicky? Actually, we're...
Xion, let me see to these two. They're my guests.
Ah, there she is! Baku lady is back.
So Mizuki invited you here? As VIPs? Does this mean you're gonna save the bathhouse?
She means you must be very wealthy. Not everyone can afford our VIP service after all. But a couple of customers with cash to splash doesn't solve anything in the long run. You should focus on what to do about our new competitor.
Aw, Murasaki. Was that you showing some concern for our business? I'm touched.
Ugh, did not.
Since you're so eager to find solutions, you can work on our most pressing task, bringing our accounts up to date. With your smarts, I'm sure you'll fly through it.
Subtext being, you can't give it to Xion because she's a moron and she'd screw it up?
Xion, I'll take things from here. What I'd like you to do is head to the kitchen and prepare some of your very best snacks for our VIPs.
Will do! That's my specialty!
Sorry to keep you waiting. I have to keep our staff calm to ensure you have the best experience. The panicky little girl is Hyakujitsu Haku Xion, and the lazy lady is Shiba Murasaki. They're both Baku, just like me.
Wait, so the older-looking one is actually younger, and the younger-looking one is older?
That's right. How we choose to appear is just a matter of personal preference. It's more reflective of our personality than our age. Anyway, enough about them. Back to you two. Per the terms of the VIP pass, you're entitled to free use of all our services. So the spa, the fine dining, and psychological consultancy. I would recommend starting with the psychological consultancy. Between me and you, one of the steps involves getting your bad dreams eaten. Since I ate one of the traveler's good dreams by accident, this seemed like the best way to make amends.
Ooh, we get to have our bad dreams eaten by a Yumekui Baku? That sounds fun! Oh, that's a good point. You've been having some difficulties recently, right? It wouldn't feel right to get all this free service while you're struggling. Is there anything we can do to help out?
I take it you overheard Mr. Aikawa complaining about our current situation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cause you concern. Mr. Aikawa is a smart businessman, but he tends to worry too much about short-term profits and lose sight of the big picture. Our financial situation is nowhere near as dire as you're imagining. And in any case, passing our business woes on to our customers is hardly the solution. Please enjoy the services we have to offer. Once you've experienced our hospitality for yourselves, I'm quite sure your confidence in our future prospects will be restored.
Can't argue with that. Let's get started.
Of course. The only thing is, psychological consultancy is a one-on-one service that takes quite a long time. But I can't just make one of you wait around while the other one is in therapy. So, perhaps I can treat the traveler while Xion treats Paimon? Would that work?
Fine by Paimon. But, is she up for it?
She'll be fine. I noticed how gentle and encouraging you were towards her earlier. You're the perfect client for her.
Oh,
Secondly, Shion's therapeutic approach is a little different from mine. It often involves food, so she might be a better fit for you.
food therapy? Oh, that sounds perfect.
All right then, please follow me. Don't get me wrong, Paimon is genuinely better suited to Shion. But in all honesty, yes, I had my own reasons for wanting to treat you myself. Your psychology is so unique. I just had to investigate further to satisfy my own curiosity. Please, come with me. There's a theory which suggests that we bury our most powerful emotions deep within our dreams. That's the territory I would like to explore. Before I start, I'm going to ask you a few questions. I want you to nod your head for yes and shake your head for no, all right? Very good. Now, I'm going to plant a few thoughts in your subconscious, but it's nothing to get nervous about. Just a way to improve your sleep quality, so the treatment will be more effective. This is an incense from Sumeru that soothes the mind. The fragrance is said to be the scent of dreams. Now, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and concentrate on the scent. The next step requires some visual preparation, so don't open your eyes until I say so. Oh, where did it go? I need to have a stern talk with Murasaki. How hard is it to just put things back where they came from? This needs another dab here. Ah, that's better. I said no peeping. I'm still not ready yet. Hey, don't run off now, darlings. Come here. For goodness sake, your butt's showing. All right. Shh. Let me do that for you. I can see that you don't like being kept waiting. Go on, open your eyes. Everything's ready. Take a good look at this painting. There are some very special little darlings hidden within it. and I'd like you to find them. Do you see her? Isn't she just adorable? Now you just need to find the others. She's a Baku as well. Whenever someone starts dozing off, she's there waiting for their dream to begin. Your journey into Dreamland began as you were looking for them. Feeling sleepy? Now I want you to take my hand.
Olha, se ligarem de novo, e nunca se dá para desistir, porque eu agora vou fotos para ti, eu não vou poder ouvir mais. Mas digam que se dá para desistir mesmo. Ao pé de mim não está. Eu estou-me a vestir agora. Espera aí.
Very good. Now close your eyes again for me. I want you to completely relax and focus your attention on the feeling of my palm touching yours. Notice how all other sensations in your body are slowly fading away. Now, imagine you're not holding my hand, but your favorite things in all of the world. You run your hand through the sakura blossoms, gently falling through the air. Then through a squirrel's fur. Then you grab a fistful of sand on the beach. You are once again in the wilderness, running with the wind at your back. But slowly, your palm loses sensation. You lose your way and find yourself surrounded by darkness. You can't see anything. But you hear someone calling you. And now, a light is shining from the same direction as their voice.
Misuki, Misuki!
Traveler, come over here. Longing caused by separation. It tastes so bitter. Please don't stop moving. Despair caused by failure. Icy cold on the lips. Please, keep going. Regret caused by missed opportunity. A sharp aftertaste. Please don't look back. Holding my hand tight, those lost sensations come back to you. The feeling of running your hand through falling sakura blossoms, or through a squirrel's fur, or of grabbing a fistful of sand on the beach. And as you return from the wilderness, you gradually recover your other senses as well. We've reached the end of today's session. Don't get up yet, though. You were just in a very deep sleep, so you're probably still feeling a little groggy. I've switched to a different incense that'll help get rid of your drowsiness.
How you getting along, Traveler?
How are you feeling after your session, Paimon?
Kinda fresher and more relaxed? It feels cozy somehow.
Good. That's exactly how you should feel after having a nightmare eaten. It sounds like the session was quite effective.
Oh, for sure. Paimon especially liked how she used the sense of taste to help guide the process. But Paimon was asleep for most of it, so she's not really sure how it all works. Do the Yume Baku just like sneak into your brain and gulp down your bad dreams in one go?
It's quite a bit more complicated than that. It deals with people's most visceral emotions, which have to be handled with the utmost care and attention.
That sounds super mysterious.
Sorry, that probably made no sense at all. Anyway, don't worry about the details. For your purposes, Paimon, just think of it as Xion gulped your dreams away. How are you feeling, Traveler? Really? I still think there's more work to be done.
What do you mean?
You have quite a reputation for resilience and positivity, so I expected to find very few negative emotions in you at all. But when I was deep in your subconscious earlier, the sheer weight of the emotions hidden there was overwhelming. Yes, you certainly do. But that's not what concerns me the most. Despite all your negative emotions, I couldn't find a single bad dream. So I just gave your mood a boost for now.
Huh. Well, maybe he's just an eternal optimist at heart.
Optimist or not, everyone has bad dreams. Maybe they're just hidden even deeper in your mind. You're a unique case, as I suspected.
But he said he feels cozy, just like Paimon. So whatever you did, the treatment worked.
True, but as a clinician, I would have hoped to reach a better understanding of my patient. Fine by me, as long as you can put up with a daily nap while holding my hand. Anyway, all jokes aside, it's time for you to try out the hot springs. Your mind has had the chance to de-stress. Now it's time to do the same for your body.
Oh, that sounds good. Paimon's feeling relaxed already. You know, this place provides a really great service. It's such a shame that you can't find more customers.
Don't start worrying about our bottom line again, or my work so far will count for nothing. Look, as long as we keep providing a great customer experience, we're sure to attract more business eventually.
If you say so.
I think the travelers recovered from the therapy session now. Let's head to the hot springs.
Most impressive, I must say.
Miko, what brings you here?
There you are. I heard a rumor that you were about to be kidnapped. Naturally, I had to come and see it for myself.
She's joking, right? Paimon can never quite tell with her.
Miko, it's been a while?
She never mentioned? Interesting. We've known each other since before I became the Guji. I've told her all about you. but it sounds like she's forgotten all about me.
You'll have to forgive me. I just didn't want to scare the traveler off. And hi, I'm Miko's friend seemed like a surefire way to do that.
Oh, I've missed your way with words.
So, Lady Guji, to what do we owe the honor?
Why, I simply came to see the
puta
business that my
Temos
dear
voz de
friend
AI,
has
Miko.
invested in.
Yay!
Oh, and also to urge you to sell your shares before their value plummets to nothing. You could always invest in the AI publishing house, you know. Business is
É que eu te
always
liguei
booming.
famoso.
You only need to ask.
Sounds serious.
Ó, Joji.
But what's wrong? Are the shares really gonna plummet to nothing?
Well, hasn't she told you? Of course. She's your therapist. She has the perfect excuse to never open up. The Isa bathhouse used to be very popular, although not because of the hot springs, despite the name. Their main selling point has always been the psychotherapy services offered by the Baku. But recently, a competitor cropped up. His name is Emura Ichigensai. He operates right here on Narukami Island, and his methods are said to be quite revolutionary. Since he provides a similar service to the bathhouse and boasts even better results, he was able to poach their entire clientele in just a matter of days. Oh, it's such a pity to see how empty this place is now.
E aí, Miko? Tu és tão...
Miko, my job is to relieve my clients
putinha.
of their burdens, not to share mine with them.
Oh, of course you'd say that. You're a professional. But no amount of professionalism is going to fix this situation, is it? I heard people have been lining up since the early morning for Emura Ichigensai's clinic today.
Ah, by the way, amor,
He's seen patients
depois
just
quando
west of
estiveres no
Inazuma
quadro
City.
avisa.
And, how many patients have you seen today?
Surely you know I'm not going to quit.
Depois quando aparecer em quadro avisa.
Very true.
So, that's it? You're just gonna leave?
Oh, I'd love to help, little one. But I don't want to upset my old friend.
Miko's acting all mysterious again.
I understand why she doesn't want to help. The two of us are technically competitors, after all.
Huh?
Light novels are one way for people to pursue happiness in their free time. So are hot springs, and so is therapy. Miko and I disagreed quite significantly over the question of how to make people happy.
Paimon is so confused by your friendship.
Uma vai ser maroto.
Paimon's curious, though.
Ser
After
maroto.
today, it's hard to believe that anyone could offer a better therapy service than the Yume Kuibaku, which begs the question.
Eu fui maroto.
Who is this
Sorry.
Emura Ichigensai guy anyway?
Something of a mystery. I tried to look into his background when he first started poaching my customers, but I couldn't find anything. I suspect he's avoiding me on purpose, since I'm a competitor. In all this time, I haven't even figured out basic things like where he sees his patients.
Well, we at least know where he is today, though, right? Miko happened to mention it in passing.
Não, não olhes, não.
That's true.
Olhes, eu queria ver se isso ia até ao
But I'm sure he'll
fim.
find a way to avoid me again if I go looking for him.
Then why don't we go instead? We can pose as potential customers to get information out of
É
them.
basicamente tu estavas a
As I
ser
keep reminding you,
estavas a dar a
this is my
sneak peek
problem,
à procura
not
de
yours.
coisas do Baco. Basicamente ela vai-te mostrar um quadro, que é aquilo que estava ali no chão, com bacos lá escondidos. E tu tens de ficar a apontar para o baco para ele desaparecer. Pronto, there you go. É os bacos só, são só 3.
Ah, já vi todos?
Não, não, tens de ficar a apontar. Vai-te aparecer tipo um género de um rato rosa, agora aponta.
Já vi todos.
Exactly. You provide an amazing service here, and we want all
No
our friends to
bacos.
experience it as well.
Huh.
Bacos!
Well, now it just seems rude if I reject
Não
your
acontece
help.
nada. É só nos bacos.
In return, all I can offer is an even better service on your next visit.
Sure thing. Just leave this to us.
Whee!
Ah, tá, tenho que segurar.
Hum. Go to the address the information. The fuck?
Full throttle!
This should be the place. That guy looks official. Let's go ask him. Hi there. We're looking for Amura Ichigensai. Are we in the right...
Pay first, take a ticket, then wait your turn.
Okay. 97. What number are you up to so far?
53. Be patient, I'll call your number when it's your turn.
Jeez, what a charmer. Looks like we're in for a long wait, huh? Hey, good idea! It looks like there's a few of them over there. Let's go see what we can find out.
Que foi?
Sorry to
Era
interrupt.
isso que eu tava fazendo.
Do I know you?
Ah, so you're here for counseling too.
Yep. Fellow clients of Amura Ichigensai here. Although this will be our first time using his service, so...
Service? How
Não sei se
crass.
reparaste.
We're talking about
Tenta perceber
spiritual
onde é que foi
guidance
isso.
here, not some business transaction.
In fairness to
naquela
them,
vez
they
na
haven't
primeira
experienced it
vez?
yet. Ignorance of the
nope.
uninitiated is only to be expected.
Venti.
Okay.
Ah, 20.
Quando o
Well,
Venti leva um ponto.
I suppose
Exatamente, lá
close to the
senhora.
service.
Next.
Ah, more defectors from the bathhouse, huh? Service might have a veneer of professionalism.
Estás deitado no
But all
chão.
it really means is
que se
inadequate
passou?
treatment that costs a
Foi
fortune.
quando levaste com coisa
Why do you
das
say
pessoas do
that?
wasabi e a cena de falar?
Exato.
I'll tell you why. After just a few sessions with Emura Ichigensai, you'll completely forget about all your troubles. From then on, it's happy thoughts only. Today's supposed to
Imagina
be
outra.
my last counseling session. He says that after we're done, nothing will ever trouble me
Quando a
again.
Sara foi a correr coisas e
Meanwhile,
nós
Isa Bathhouse boasts about their strange and mysterious
Mm,
methods, but it's a total
Eu acho
scam.
que não, acho
They only
que foi
treat
na
the symptoms, not the
fase.
root cause. Meaning you have
Eles
to go back
supostamente.
time after time, also
Tepe.
they can keep
Exato.
charging you, of course.
Exactly. Overpriced and ineffective. But counseling from Emura Ichigensai? I can't get enough. I know I'm done after today, but I'd take any excuse to keep coming back.
Me too. Probably see you tomorrow then?
Whatever the truth of the matter is, Paimon is starting to seriously dislike... Fine. Yeah, so we're mostly here to see what all the fuss is about. You guys seem to be experts by now. Is there anything we need to do to prepare for our session?
No, you don't need to do anything. Just show up, take a seat, and he takes care of the rest. I remember he lit some incense. It smelled wonderful and instantly relaxed me.
I already know of the troubles that bring you to me.
I don't know why I lose my temper so easily. I'm pretty messed up, right?
Yes, in the sense that all negative emotions are defects of the mind. but I can remove these defective feelings.
By the way, Mo,
leaving your mind healthy,
como eu te disse,
whole and
a
free
Miko
of
fala, por isso
distressing
a Miko
thoughts.
vai aparecer aí depois da tua ação. Ela depois vai mencionar o
Now,
nome, é um gajo e
receive
não uma
my
gaja, by the way.
guidance.
O amigo da AI.
Não, o...
I don't actually remember the guidance.
É,
But
o
anyway,
rival
it clearly worked.
da
I guess
Mizuki.
whatever he said disappeared from my mind and took my problems along with it.
Só que tu achas muito estranho esse rival.
Oh, so rude. Your counseling session will change your mind. In more ways than one.
We're only being cautious. What's wrong with that? You said it yourselves. The whole reason everyone's coming to this guy is because they're worried about getting scammed out of their mora.
That's a fair point. You just need some reassurance, right? In that case, I can let you in on a little secret.
Go on.
Well, someone in my family actually knew Imura Ichigensai before he made a name for himself. Apparently, he had a terrible temper. Pretty much everyone in the neighborhood had issues with him. But he must have had some sort of epiphany, because he did a complete 180. Went from having the most rotten temper you can imagine to one of the most cheerful people around.
Qual seja a que
Even
tu
more
escolhas é mesmo.
amazingly, all the people who used to despise him
Porque a
ended up
Paimon depois vai
becoming his
dizer,
best
mas
friends.
she
His
feels
neighborhood's more
cozy
peaceful
like
and
me.
pleasant than it's ever been. So you can rest assured that whatever treatment you get from Imura Ichigensai, he tried and tested it on himself first.
Huh? What a ridiculous story.
Doubt it all you want. I heard it straight from my relative who knows him personally.
What should we do now? We may have burned our bridges with these two. Yeah, there's still a lot of people ahead of us, though. What?
Go of your pain. Let go of your pain.
What the hell?
Traveler, it's almost time! That was a long wait. Paimon, alright. Now time for us to go meet Mr. A. Oh, hello! We're number 97. It should be our turn now, right?
Yeah, sorry, the clinic's closed for the day.
What?
Because Emura Ichigensai doesn't have limitless energy, that's why. He's gone home to rest. You'll have to try again tomorrow.
We've been waiting so
Bom, é óbvio que é um gajo, tá a dizer isso.
Not
Isso
as
é
long
dele.
as some people. Try getting
É mais
here
comigo.
earlier next time.
Bom,
Save yourself the trouble. Spiritual masters like Emura Ichigensai cultivate their powers with peace and solitude. Someone like you ain't gonna find them.
Mas
we should have
ele
barged
tá
in after
estranho.
all.
Sorry.
Yeah, nothing else we can do for today.
Ah, Mo, by the way, ele vai ser um yokai. O André vai ser um yokai.
Não sei. Não sei se ele é um yokai.
Ela foi um bocadinho rude, mas pronto, é a Emiko, por isso não podemos dizer nada em relação a isso.
So he gives spiritual guidance, and it takes all your troubles away and leaves only happy thoughts?
Yep, at least that's what his clients say.
How is that possible? Not even Mizuki could do that, and she's an incredible psychologist.
Is that right? Paimon was gonna say, it all sounds too good to be true.
Ah, e Mo, é
It
só para ti que elas estão
certainly
bugadas, para mim
Humans
não nada
are-
mais. É
how
tipo
to
só
put
estão
this?
bugadas para algumas
They're a
pessoas.
moody
Tal e
race.
qual uma ação.
Always
Uma
upset about something. Show me a human without a care in the world, and I'll show you
Porquê?
what messed up
O
really
Massal era
looks
a
like.
capa porque a capa supostamente não faz parte do físico dele.
Honestly, this
Elas
sounded
como
pretty
são...
convincing. And they said they only left
Como é que
the
eu ia
ice
dizer?
bathhouse because they
Como
felt
ela
they
não tem
could
forma
deal with the
humana.
root
Não têm a
cause of their
forma
issues.
humana, há certas
But
partes do corpo
the
delas,
idea
tipo
he
cabelos
is
e essa adega
spreading
toda
is
que podem ficar
categorically
tipo...
wrong.
What the fuck?
That settles it then. Imura Ichigensai is a quack, making false claims to steal all our customers.
Is that why he's doing this? To steal our customers? Or is there more to it? It's unfortunate that you didn't get to meet him in person. I need some idea of the kind of person he is. Otherwise, I have no hope of figuring out his motivations and goals.
Yeah, it's too bad. Although, if it's any help, we did hear a bit about his backstory from someone else. Apparently, he used to have a really rotten temper, but then one day he suddenly reached enlightenment and became a spiritual master or something.
Imura Ichigensai. Rotten temper. Now, wait just a minute.
Vamos ver ter que comer amanhã à noite.
Uhum.
Ao adiante ou... Outra parte.
Filing patient
Mo,
records is
provavelmente
normally
vai
the
ser
most
ao trabalho.
tedious job in the world. But
Okay.
once in a while, something mildly
Não, porque eu tenho
amusing
que sair
grabs
mais
my
cedo, caso
attention.
eu jante e saio
Take a
de
look at
casa.
this.
Amora Chuya?
It's him.
Nessa hora ainda
I
estás tu a
remember
trabalhar.
him.
Wait, that guy? Oh no!
What is it? What about him?
Where to start? Imagine a big ball of negative emotion took on human form and started walking around. That's pretty much Imura Chuya. His patient record mentions that he loved nothing more than a heated argument. No matter how trivial it was, he could never agree to disagree. He always had to be right. The happiest part of his day would be winning an argument and proving the other person wrong. If he lost, he'd sulk, and if anyone called him out, he'd throw a huge tantrum. Before long, he'd turned everyone against him.
Sounds like he had issues.
Oh yeah, serious issues. Anyway, since no one would talk to him in real life anymore, he turned to the reader's letters column of a magazine by the Yai Publishing House, where he would attack writers and trade insults with other contributors. Naturally, this ruined the column for everyone, and the editors soon started rejecting his letters. Next thing you know, he's written a complaint letter to the Tenryou Commission, demanding that Inazuma pass a law to make it illegal for the Yae publishing house to reject letters from readers.
Gee whiz! Where would you even start with a client like
Não é
that?
nenhum desses. Por isso escusa estar a tentar
In
ver.
my case, by giving them a wide berth. Mizuki dealt with this guy. I'm pretty sure he only came here to try and start something. But Mizuki managed to get him into a session, and after some treatment, his mood improved by a lot.
Murasaki makes him sound like a rabid animal. He wasn't that out of control. Sure, his personality was very abrasive, but it wasn't hard to see why. Once I understood his situation, I was able to diagnose him very quickly. You have very high expectations for yourself, but you've faced a lot of rejection in the past and haven't achieved much in your life. You've never had any real close friends, so you don't know what healthy connections with other people look like. This puts you and your ego in the center of your world. In short, you long to feel a sense of accomplishment and to receive attention from other people. But both of these are lacking in your life. You have no idea how to properly deal with these emotions.
E tu vais
So you've
ouvi-lo,
been taking it out
by
on
the
other
way.
people, partly to seek attention, and partly because you get a shallow sense of accomplishment whenever you win a war of words with another person.
You promised the world in your adverts, and that's seriously the best you can come up with? I'm not even going to bother explaining all the reasons you're wrong. I mean, you
Depois
completely
diz-me se
misunderstood
reconhece
why
a
I
voz.
even sent that complaint letter.
Bom, eu já sei quem é essa
The
oportunidade
Yae
de falar
Publishing
disso.
House practically has a
Certeza que é o
monopoly
cara.
on Inazuma's publishing industry. How can they ignore what their readers have to say?
In the magazine column you wrote to, your
Já vai,
strongly worded letter appeared alongside
Essa,
dozens of others
do
which
Emura.
praised the writer for their work. You can't
Não sei
talk
quem é,
about
então.
what their readers have to say without including them, too.
É que a voz dele não é estranha.
No one with half a brain would praise a festering pile of
Eu pensei que
garbage
fosse
like
aquele
that.
gajo do Ai, tô
Those are not
trailer, mas a voz
opinions
não é
worth
assim.
listening to.
So
No.
when I touched on the idea of you having an egocentric worldview, this is the kind of thing I was talking about.
Like, you...
Wow. How the heck did you get him to stay for treatment after dropping all of that on him?
Simple. The more he realized the truth of my diagnosis, the more he compulsively searched for evidence to refute it with. He lost the ability to communicate like a normal human being. So I kept him here by using his preferred mode of interaction: argumentation. The Tenryou Commission had ignored his complaint letter, so he had no outlets left for his emotional outbursts. Eventually, with the help of some incendiary words, I got him to agree to try some basic therapy. Finally, I was able to tweak his mood and stabilize his condition. It's a shame, really. If I'd only been able to see him a few more times, I know I could have helped him work through his personality issues.
E depois eu
But
acho que vais ouvi-lo outra vez.
It was all my fault.
For the last time, it was his fault for being a nutjob.
What? What happened?
Well, one day, he comes in as usual for therapy, but Mizuki isn't here, so Shion sees him instead. I don't know what got into him that day, but he suddenly announced that he wished to be free of his troubles for good, and demanded that Shion make that happen. Obviously, she didn't manage it, and then he pulled out a complaint letter to try and intimidate her. That was the last straw
Castelo
for me.
infinito.
I kicked him out and
Atenção, não é esse gajo.
blacklisted him.
Calma.
He hasn't shown his face here since.
Whoa.
Anyway, now everyone's had a look at his record. Do we think there's any chance that this guy and Nomura Ichigensai are the same person? Because it sounds to me like after he didn't get what he wanted, he decided to have his revenge by lying to
Mas
our
a
customers
voz
and getting
dele,
them to
sabes
leave.
o que é que me está a parecer, bué? A do Scaramouche.
Não.
Atenção, não do Under, mas do Scaramouche quando ele
Mas é a
estava em
mesma
Scaramouche, tipo,
A voz
dentro do
é a
robô.
mesma. A voz é a mesma, amor.
Bad dreams are
A voz
formed
do
from a
Scaramouche do
buildup
Under
of
são a
negative
mesma.
emotions in the
É o mesmo massacre, é a
subconscious.
mesma voz.
You can't simply trick people into not
Prefiro
having them
bué dele
anymore.
quando ele está
If
dentro do robô.
Murasaki was right,
Faz-me
then
lembrar,
surely
é
they'd have
o
seen
gajo
his
pela
lies for what they are
estátua,
by now.
o
There's
Sinner.
no point hemming and hawing. Let's
Estava
report this
invertido
guy
no
to the
vento.
Tenryo Commission for fraudulent business
Oh.
practices. If he can complain, so can we.
Is anyone there?
We'd like to book a therapy session. Can we start now?
Hello! Please come with me. I'll get you registered.
Wait. Those are the two guys Paimon mentioned earlier. Just this morning, they were calling the bathhouse a scam and a ripoff. How are they back here already?
Oh, really? Well, that proves it, doesn't it? I was right. Now that they've realized they were lied to, they've come back. So chin up, Misuki. I bet you business will start picking up again from tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you Yume Kuibaku provide an unbeatable service. No scammer's gonna run you girls out of business.
Interesting. Well, good. Murasaki, go help Shion, please.
Should have kept my mouth shut. I jinxed it, and now I have to work again.
Now we just need to report this guy as a fraud to the Tenryo Commission. Like Murasaki suggested. Problem solved. It looks like the Isa bathhouse will be back in business in no time. No idea if our investigation actually helped, though.
Of course it did. You were a huge help, and I owe you big time for it. Now then, you only got partway through the VIP experience last time, didn't you? You still have to try the hot springs and snacks. Both are top tier.
Oh, true! How could Paimon forget about that? Especially the snacks. Wow, Paimon feels incredible now. Nothing beats the complete service package. Agreed! Although Paimon didn't notice her inside just now. What could she be doing out at this hour? Let's ask around. Hey there, Mr. Aikawa. Do you have any idea where Mizuki went?
Oh, you're looking for Mizuki? She actually tends to disappear for a while around this time every evening. It's the one part of the day where she gets to relax herself. As for where she goes and what she does during that time, I'm afraid I have no idea.
She takes the evenings to relax. She probably tells people she's relaxing, but actually she's digesting the bad dreams, right? Hope she's not having any Oh, remember the place from last time?
Rev the engines!
This should be the What? Why is Mizuki crying? Unless... Oh, maybe we got...
Traveler? Paimon? What are you doing here?
Well, firstly...
Ah, I see. I was planning on making it back before you finished in the hot springs, but I ended up spending longer here than I intended. Don't worry, this isn't a dream. I was just feeling a little sad.
Oh, what's up? Indigestion getting you down again?
No, my digestion was fine this time. What you saw just now was the aftermath of the digestion process. Like I said, bad dreams are basically bundles of all kinds of negative emotions. When I digest them, I feel them all for myself. So when I'm processing these emotions, I tend to get quite, well, emotional.
Does that happen to all Yumikui Baku?
Outra vez, do hunting?
Não, eu não disse isso primeiro.
Don't worry about the others. To feel these emotions, you first have to understand them.
Não.
Most
Eu disse
Baku have a very poor understanding of humanity. So to them, a human bad dream just tastes like a slice of bland white bread.
Para de trocar a
They
ordem.
can basically wolf it down.
Não é trocar a ordem.
barely
Eu comecei
notice
com
the
o meu
flavor.
café, tu é que foi para o do
I'm
something.
the odd one
Então eu
out
disse
in
um
that
outro.
Então porque o do something é depois
When
do
I
meu
was
café.
studying abroad,
Não,
I
é.
made a
Ao meu
serious
gosto mais
effort to learn
do
as much
something,
about
o meu
human
café, o meu
psychology as possible. Now I understand human emotions much better. I can empathize with them, and I can now discern many complex emotions when I turn my attention to digesting bad dreams. But still, that's no reason for you to be concerned about me. I wouldn't be much of a psychologist if I didn't have the mental fortitude to handle this stuff. Letting your emotions out is one of the most effective ways to process them. Now that I've done that, my mental state is back to normal.
Paimon thought maybe seeing those customers had upset you somehow. It even makes Paimon mad. You work so hard for them and then they turn around and accuse the bathhouse of being a money-making scam? Yes, they were led astray by some swindler, but it's not like they took much persuading.
Não consigo lidar com isso. Sorry.
The idea that you can forget all of your troubles
Ver
and
o
never
cabelo
have
da
a
outra.
bad dream again
Ui,
is a very
ui,
annoying one.
Helicóptero,
Who wouldn't want to
helicóptero.
believe
Ui.
that? Traveler, if I really could make you forget all of your troubles for good, would you
Meow,
want
caralho.
me to try?
Oi.
Ui, o quê?
Ih!
Nihao, caralho, como assim?
Então é peixe para o caralho. Tu gostas?
Não.
Não?
Não.
Virou hétero, virou hétero. Olha, vai para o pussy. Ah, tá vendo?
You really are different from other people. Discovering what troubles people is easy for me, even in your case.
Oh no,
But
again.
although I can
Not
see
this
your troubles
again.
clearly, I
Nós
still
vamos
don't
fazer o quê?
completely
A
understand
missão da
you.
Mizuki. Yume Mizuki.
Thanks for checking in on me. As a psychologist, I know how to take care of
Yume
myself. But you showing that you care is still appreciated.
Ah, e é do?
Anyway,
Pelo menos é a
it's
mim
much too
fala.
late to book another appointment now. You should head home, get some sleep. Have a wonderful dream.
Vamos lá ver se
and
eles
come see
já
me
resolveram a
again
situação.
Alright,
No
good
evento.
night.
Bye for now. If you still want to book another appointment tomorrow, make sure to come see me early.
Manda-me o meu currículo.
Das 8 ao meio-dia. Ok. Che, já passei um bocadinho. Das 8, mas pronto. Também é das 8 ao meio-dia, por isso. Ah, não, e não te admires se fores fazer a missão dela. De ver as pessoas com o bug do Massal.
Ah, ok, já percebi o que é isso.
Porque eu kinda já percebi porque é que esses bugs estão a acontecer. É tipo, o Massal, se tu reparares, o bug era só na capa. A capa, supostamente, ele não devia estar a usar. Então não tem forma...
Mo, vou dizer, a do Massal pode ter sido... Não faz sentido, sorry. mesmo de uma só não faz sentido. Um modelo 3D, quando tu crias um modelo 3D para uma peça de roupa, essa peça de roupa não é suposto pegar assim, mesmo que seja uma coisa temporária. E que não faça parte do modelo original. Não é assim que funciona, não é porque não faz parte do modelo original que vai começar a bugar assim. Eles se calhar estão a mudar de... Não, no caso não eles. O software que eles usam está a ter atualizações de versões e essas atualizações de versões estão a vir com bugs. E eles não podem fazer nada em relação a isso. Quem tem que fazer são as pessoas ajudantes do software. Percebes? As pessoas que trabalham com o software. Que criaram o software. Que eles não criaram o software próprio, né? E isso parece muito que eles usam Unity. Parece muito Unity.
Ok.
Por exemplo, o Unity está com uma versão nova, saiu há pouco tempo, e está em modo experimental. Mas muitas das funcionalidades só tens agora na versão nova que está experimental. Percebes? Então és obrigado a usar essa versão.
We've been like this ever since they woke up.
Amber, anda aqui, Amber.
It's an extreme case of indigestion.
Huh? How come? Oh, did they eat too many nightmares last night?
I doubt it. We only had 4 customers yesterday, including you two.
Paimon blames the other 2.
You're right. Something's definitely wrong with their nightmares. Our ability to digest dreams isn't just a matter of quantity. It depends on the emotional intensity, too. Point being, no normal person should ever have a nightmare of this magnitude.
Quem hoje é que foi?
Okay.
Do evento.
This situation is dire.
É Amber,
If I can't find a way to help them digest their
Não
dreams
sei.
soon.
Porque isso vai até ao final do patch, Edu.
Não, mas não é igual
We
para
need to
todos.
find those 2 customers from
Edu,
yesterday
ainda não fui fazer.
and figure out the cause of their bad dreams.
Faz sentido.
Without knowing that, I have no way of treating them. Traveler, Paimon, I know you spoke to them both. Think you can track them down?
Let's see. They did say they were gonna get counseling from Amora Ichigensai again. Chances are that's where we'll find them.
Lead the way. I'm coming with you.
Lá vamos nós para o Infinity Castle. E depois aí tem uma voz diferente.
Yeah.
É tipo. Aí está mais Baizu vibes, estás a ver? Tipo de voz. Está-me a soar o Baizu. Mas depois
Bom,
a parte robótica.
para de tentar encontrar vozes em personagens jogáveis. Não vai ser nenhum personagem jogável.
Bom, eu não estou a dizer isso. Mimimi.
Estás a dizer que é a voz do Baizu? Não é a voz do Baizu.
Oh, ninguém. Tu estás aonde, cabrita? Eu não te estou a ver. Ela está na parte de baixo.
Edu, não te esqueças, o Caso, por exemplo, só aparece de noite. Não sei se a ninguém vai ser o mesmo.
Mas ela está aqui e está de noite. Ainda para nós.
Então?
Ela mostra-me que está aqui.
Então, vê se o Kazuha também mostra a imagem dele lá, só que não está ele fisicamente, só vai aparecer à noite. Troca para dia para ver se ela está aí.
I went out to sea earlier today, but was so distracted that I lost my net. Oh well, it's not a big deal though.
Yeah, I messed up today too. But hey, what's the big deal? A few bandits got away, it's not the end of the world.
Vai querer outra vez.
Hey, you two! Murasaki and Shion are sick, and it's all because of your bad dreams!
Whoa, someone's in a bad mood, huh? So funny.
I know, right?
What's wrong?
They're acting so weird. Paimon was pretty aggressive just now, but they don't seem offended at all.
Ah, tem que estar lá fora, mas não fora ali.
Allow me. Gentlemen, do you still remember visiting Isa Bathhouse last night for dream regulation therapy?
Did we?
I don't think so.
Huh. Do you recall having any bad dreams recently?
No, why would I? What in this world could be so bad that it'd give me nightmares?
Story time.
Nope, nothing comes to mind. Bad dreams must be highly irregular, surely. You don't have to look far to see that life is beautiful.
What is going on? It's like they've completely forgotten what they did last night. Although Paimon can believe what they're saying, they don't exactly seem troubled by nightmares. Does that mean Amora Ichigensai's counseling actually works?
No. No, they're clearly not in their right minds. Traveler, Paimon, focus hard for a second. I'm gonna try something a little unorthodox.
Vamos bater o Zora para não parar de noite.
Whoa! What did you do?
Entered their subconscious minds. I noticed they've both become disassociated from their subconscious, meaning I can access it, similarly to how I enter people's dreams.
No. No! Those thugs! I won't let them get away with this! I won't!
The sea is too rough today. I should stay on dry land till things calm down.
Huh?
As you can see, their troubles haven't gone anywhere. Susukita seems to have a short fuse, which causes him to act out of line. I'm sure this has caused him a lot of grief in his line of work. As for Umiko, I believe he developed a fear of stormy waves after a near-death experience. Now he's reluctant to sail out to sea at all, which is having a devastating impact on his livelihood. Their negative emotions have been isolated from their conscious minds and left to float around in their subconscious. That's why on the outside, the only emotion they appear to feel is happiness. But those suppressed emotions will only if it's Emura Ichigensai's doing. I guess he's not the straightforward calm man we thought he was. Maybe he really does have ways of influencing human emotions. That would explain why no one has blown the whistle on him yet. Did you notice anything strange when you came here yesterday?
Not really. They were a lot more serious than today. You sure kept that one quiet.
Oh, no. Look, we have to find this Emura Ichigensai right away.
Mizuki, what is it?
Something inhuman is at work in Emura Ichigensai. The Traveler's dream confirms that. He has victimized everyone who has received his so-called counseling. If we don't find and stop him as soon as possible, his victims may well suffer irreversible damage to their psyches.
Yikes! Well, guess we better press these guys a little harder. Do you know when Amura Ichigensai will be here next?
What's with the urgency? Why does it matter when he shows up?
Yeah, he'll turn up when he's ready. No point in trying to rush him.
Oh, this is infuriating.
You do remember what happened last night, both of you. Only you don't want to talk about it, because you can't reconcile the presence of a nightmare with the happiness you presently feel. Just thinking about it brings up an overwhelming sense of being torn apart. You can't quite put it into words, but you fear you're a hair's breadth away from a total breakdown. Is that about right?
Please, stop. Everything will be fine as long as we don't think about it.
Emura Ichigensai's treatment has clearly left you wounded and vulnerable. But don't worry, I'm not here to snap you out of your denial. At least, as long as you answer our question.
All right. But seriously, we really have no idea. We've asked
Então,
already,
aqui na
and
batalha,
all we
e
know
obra
is that he's not
costume.
coming today.
Yeah, apparently, yesterday's session kind of tired him out.
Is he trying to hide from me again?
They really don't know anything? Darn! Looks like we've hit a dead end.
I don't suppose you know where he lives, do you?
No. We did ask yesterday, but even his guard didn't know.
In that case... Yes, I suppose. Now that I know what's causing their bad dreams, I can...
outra
Honestly,
moeda.
you've already done...
Foi isso que eu disse.
I can't keep trouble.
Foi isso que eu disse. Again, not again, not again, not again.
The sooner you stop having to worry about
Péssimas
Emera
moedas, não.
Ichigensai, the
Não,
sooner we get you back to
não,
ourselves.
não, not again.
So we're not gonna quit until all
Not
this is
again.
resolved, and the bathhouse is back to business as
I
usual.
come all the way.
Looks like I have no choice but to accept your help again. I have to make sure Murasaki and Shion get the treatment they need. Still, I'm gonna need your full cooperation. If you do find Emera Ichigensai, please do not approach
Tá
him.
muito longe.
Just send me a message and keep an eye on him until I arrive. The last thing I want is for you to put yourself in harm's way.
Don't worry about that. You should see some of the other bad guys we've taken down in our time. This guy's small potatoes compared to them.
Como tu sabes, a gente vai ter que enfrentar esse gajo, porque esse gajo está a fazer mal. E a Mizuki vira-se, tenta não ir enfrentá-lo sozinho. E a Paimon vira-se para ela e diz: don't worry about that. You see some of the other bad guys. Mal ela sabe que a gente teve que derrotar a Raiden 2 vezes. Não é mesmo?
Paimon.
Ela se calhar até já pode saber, ela também não é psicóloga da Raiden.
Supostamente sim.
Supostamente sim.
Good.
Mas não te esqueças, ela é psicóloga da AI, não do Puppet.
Então, mas a AI também esteve lá.
It's nice of you to give Mizuki one less thing to worry about and all, but
Aliás, na verdade nós lutámos contra o Puppet uma vez. Porque a primeira vez que nós lutámos foi contra a AI.
Sim, quando é dentro daquele coisa é a AI.
They don't know anything.
Tu vês porque ela só utiliza a
Não,
espada.
quando tu fazes o boss semanal, pode ser tanto a AI como a Raiden.
Não, estou a falar dentro daquele
na
vídeo.
Archon Quest, sim, na Archon Quest, tu lutas contra a AI. Na Story Quest da Raiden, tu lutas contra a Raiden.
She was the one who tipped us off about this place yesterday. She probably knows way more than she let on.
Helicopter.
There's no time to lose. To the Grand Narukami Shrine.
No time to lose to the Grand Narukami Shrine. Ei, não. Ela vai pedir ajuda aí, amigo. Ei, não. Vai dar merda. Sim, é do... Elas são as duas amigas. Elas adoram-se uma à outra. Mentira. São rivais uma da outra. Porque...
Elas são amigas. Não, elas são amigas. Só que elas são amigas e preocupam-se uma com a outra. Só que elas têm maneiras diferentes de ver a vida. Exatamente. Especialmente o negócio que elas têm. A maneira de ajudar as pessoas, elas discordam de como ajudar as pessoas a encontrar a felicidade. A Amy diz que é através dos livros e dos fanfics dela. E ela através da terapia e das notas. Portanto, elas discordam nesse sentido. Então, quando a Mizuki agora está a ter um problema de negócio, a Amy disse: eu não vou ajudar porque eu não quero chatear a Mizuki. Porque ela ia insistir numa cena que a Mizuki não concorda.
Pois. Complicado.
Portanto, ela não ajudou pensando no bem-estar da amiga.
Exato. Por um lado foi bom. Às vezes a filha da puta, não, eu vou usar sempre para foder, para chatear. Tipo, não, ela foi fixe. Ela faça o que ela tem a fazer, não tem nada a ver com isso, é melhor assim.
You mean to tell me you still haven't found him?
Sinceramente.
Se fosse outra coisa, outro assunto mais pessoal, não tivesse a ver com os negócios, de certeza que ela estava.
Sim,
You're here to ask for my help. So would you mind explaining the situation to me?
Pronto. 5 minutos, né? Dá para fazer o vosso wall height também.
We went to the place you mentioned. We put our fingers.
para a minha dezena feliz da tarde.
Eu vou dizer que eu demoro menos de 5 minutos a fazer o boss item por causa da furina. Mas...
Oh, and after the lengths I went to get you that location.
Eu nem sei como cada equipa acabou quando este bicho.
É do Hyperbomb. Só com a furina.
For example, a guy matching Amura Ichigensai's description
Tens Hyperbomb com a
came
furina?
to Mizuki for therapy once. Only
Tem
his
boom com
name
ela.
was Amura Chuya.
Não, mas não é para fazeres, é tipo a team, é só para temporário.
É só para temporário. Enquanto estás a fazer o boss, por exemplo, a Team Friendship, podes lá pôr o all item, a furina, a cookie, e está feito. Não precisas de mais ninguém. E a Naida.
All item, furina, Naida, cookie, Shino.
Are you telling me that Emera the Hellraiser and Emera the Healer are the same person?
Based on everything we've learned so far, it certainly looks that way.
Estúpido.
All right. Well, in that case, give this address
Quanto
a
tempo está a
try.
ser que a tua cookie tem?
Minha cookie, já te digo. Se o meu jogo ajudar, eu já te
chooses to live in a place
digo.
like
Ih, bugou.
that.
This was the delivery address he gave to the
Bugou e o
publishing
item,
house
yes.
once, when he placed an order for several dozen books in one go. He also
Ela tem
requested to pay
301.
on receipt. The warehouse took one look and assumed it must be some
péssimo.
kind of prank, so they rejected the order, earning them an honorable mention in his
Para
complaint
ser
letter.
sincero, não sei.
Of course, with the benefit of hindsight, it's rather obvious
Bom.
why he
Já
lives
vi que não é
there.
lá grande pistola.
Someone
É o
as
quê?
anti-social as he wouldn't be
301.
welcome anywhere else.
You've got a point.
Não é mau.
Well, we
Podia estar
clearly
maior,
made
mas não é
the
mau.
right decision
Exato,
having
é
to talk
tipo...
to you.
Eu já não
Just
toco nela
glad I
há
could
algum
help my
tempo.
old
já.
Não,
friend.
porque é do... Qual é que é o
Faz partida e
problema?
mostra como é que ela está. Mostra como é que ela
So
está.
you
Faz
really
partida.
do
Ela está a
I can
70.
tell that she's invested an
Não é por
awful
isso.
lot into the
Acho que ela
Isa
não sabe
bathhouse.
elementar uma testa, ela
It's
sabe
only
HP.
natural for me to show some
Uhum.
concern.
Really? Because yesterday it looked more like you were looking for a fight.
Ah, eu pensava que já estava a fazer
I
partida que
assume
eu
Misuki has told you that we're
isto aberto já.
competitors.
Juro.
A tua partilha está invisível, então.
She has always believed that
Não é isso que
ever
eu
since we were
Quero
classmates.
ver os artefactos.
And now that I'm the
Exatamente.
Gucci of the Grand
Ok, estás com o
Narukama
set
Shrine,
correto, mas deixa-me
I'm
ver
sure she must feel
os
the need to
substantes.
prove herself through her
Basta...
endeavors at the Isa bathhouse.
A pena e a flor não
The
quero ver.
last thing she'd want is for me, of all people, to swoop in and save the day
Next.
the moment the going gets tough.
Next.
So if I want to help, I
Ok,
have to be mindful of her feelings and tread
está aí
delicately.
um problema.
É este o problema?
É essas três que tu passaste.
Estas três. Isto é de vida, vida e...
Ok. Qual é a espada que tu tens nela?
A espada, tenho esta.
Ok.
Mostra-me a
Tens as
espada.
espadas que tu tens. As espadas que tu tens, em geral.
Não te esqueças que ele não tem nenhuma 5 estrelas, por isso é capaz de estar ocupado
Não,
no
não é
all item.
Não tenho,
Exato.
tenho esta.
Não, 5 estrelas de defesa mental.
Daquilo
Tu
que
tens-
a cookie vai
Tu tens
precisar.
a que está por baixo da 5 estrelas. É de presença mental.
Esta?
Sim.
Não foi esse que ele... Ah, ok. Amor, sabes porquê que eu pensei que ele já teve a utilizar?
Ah, ele fez outra.
Eu tinha
Pois,
outra e nem sequer sabia.
eu disse para tu fazeres outra para dares à cookie. E tu fizeste, mas não meteste na cookie.
Não meteste.
Ah.
Pronto, tens aí o problema.
Eu não me lembro de ter aposto esta arma segunda vez em 80, juro. Não me lembro.
Agora já deves
tens
ter um
que
bocadinho
colocar-
mais.
Mas pronto, tens que ir ver esses artefactos porque precisas de Elemental Mastery em 2 deles e vida no terceiro. Portanto,
Eu estou a farmar Ver Edition para já.
estes estão para transformar.
Eu sei. Mas eu estou a transformar esses para a GNU.
É do não transforme já. Mete pausinha. Bom. Novos de creio. Deixa ir para a calculadora para testar.
Mas eu não sei o que é que ele...
Bom, seja qual for, o Ultimate da GNU ou os autores da GNU vão funcionar.
Mas a questão é, aquele diz normal attacks, não diz. A GNU não usa normal attacks, a GNU usa charged attacks.
Então vai ser sempre o Ultimate. Vai aumentar sempre o Ultimate dele. O cara é o damage
Mas lá
one.
está. O set que ele está a fazer aumenta os charged attacks.
Por isso é que eu estou a dizer, deixa ver como é que funciona na calculadora. Deixa atualizar na calculadora. Deixa ver se já está. Porque os artefactos já foram para o site. Deixa eu ver se já está. Porque é do agente, seja a ganhou, seja a Aloy, seja a Yaka, estamos à espera que a calculadora atualize para os novos artefactos de Cryo para saber se compensa os
não
novos.
deve ser, em princípio.
Sim, para saber se compensa os novos.
Agora que eu lembrei, eu acho que eu vou fazer isso para o Shang-Yun.
Well done.
Olha,
You took the hint.
olha, porque o
Now,
Shang-Yun
while
é a
I'm
base
sure you'd
do.
love
É
to
dele.
chat longer, you seem to be in a great hurry when you arrived.
Não tem a ver
Quando
com
está
Ed.
em Cryo.
On your way?
Não tem a ver com Ed, mas ele é alto,
Let's
sim.
send a message to Mizuki right away.
Esqueci-me completamente do Shang-Yun.
Tadinho.
Mas
Não,
o que é que
é
faz
do.
no set? Vai confirmar o que é que o set faz.
Bom,
Quais são os
Cryo Damage Bonus, os dois.
Sim.
E o outro, ou aumenta o ataque em 40%, ou aumenta o ultimate em 40%. Porque se tu fizeres o ataque, não aumenta o ultimate. Se tu fizeres o ultimate, não aumenta o ataque.
Não é o ataque, Mo. Não é o ataque. Eu quero saber que ataque é que é. Normal attack, charge attack, é o quê?
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone
Wait.
to become a wanderer.
Mas agora, Frina? Isso.
Ai, bicho.
Normal attacks in damage.
Ok, pronto. Então sim, dá para os Shang-Yun.
Porque. Mo? Ah, não, esquece, eu ia dizer o plunging attacks e charge attacks também, mas não, pois eu me lembrei que isso é do plunging attacks e não do outro. Que é por causa do cetro. Ah, e é do. Eles bufaram. Se a gente não está em erro. Se a gente viu aqueles números certos, pelo que está no site. A merda dos artefactos de plunging attack.
Aumenta.
Certo?
Eles aumentaram. Antes era só 100%.
Era só 100%, agora está a 325.
É mais. Ou seja, 9. Porque antes nós tínhamos dúvida, será que vai ser melhor do que os outros? Para o Xiao, porque o Xiao ativa os outros, os Vermilion. E será que é melhor? Mas agora quase certeza que é, porque 325 é bué.
Porque para o Gaming e para a Varessa automaticamente iam para lá. Porque o Gaming não funciona com Vermilion e aquilo foram feitos para a Varessa.
O Gaming funciona com Vermilion.
All thanks to
As
you
pessoas
two.
buildavam mais o
With what
coisa.
I learned from those two
A tua
guys, I
assinatura
managed to give
weapon vier,
Murasaki and
eu tenho
Shion
que ir
effective treatment
buscá-la.
as soon as I got back. That meant I was
Pois.
free to head out again as soon as I
Correto, ainda
received
tenho.
your message. So,
Furina
this is where
também, só
Emera
tem que
Ichigensai
ir.
lives.
Pô, o que é que preciso, não?
Sure hope so,
Bolacha,
cause
biscoito,
this is
bolacha,
our only
biscoito.
lead.
Ai, tu és este boss. Ai, que nojo.
Do you guys smell that too? Some kind of fragrance.
É, do ela é antiga.
Seems like it's
Ela
coming
saiu
from
no passo de
inside.
Inazuma, quando saiu o
Puta que
Caso.
pariu. Meto aí na zona na peida. Foi a terra com
Then
mais
that
odio.
confirms it.
Em
We've come to the right
fazer.
place.
Calma.
Now we may face
Mas
great danger once
queres-te
we're
rir,
inside.
Edu? Sabes que é a terra
So
que as
from
pessoas
here on
mais
out,
dizem que é mais
stay
fácil de
close
fazer.
to me and stay
Eu não achei.
focused.
É porque são ilhas,
don't
Edu,
want
são
either
áreas
of you getting
pequenas,
hurt.
é fácil tu pegar os baús.
Exato. É, o que é mais chato? Quest atrás de quest atrás de quest, que é aquilo que as áreas grandes não têm.
Exato.
Tipo a Tatsuratsu na Tales, que é literalmente, tu tinhas. A quest era gigante, tinha várias fases, mas só desbloqueava a nova fase no dia seguinte. E não era no dia seguinte do jogo, era no dia seguinte mesmo reset diário.
All right.
É dia
Fine.
seguinte
I
real.
suppose you're used to
Então as
leading the
pessoas
charge.
chateavam-se. Algumas pessoas testam Inazuma por causa disso.
Tu ficavas tipo 2 semanas a fazer a chain da quest.
É.
Mas depois eles lá resolveram isso para novos players e reduziram para dias. Dias tipo coisa.
Olha, porque eu não estou conseguindo mudar de personagem e ela não está a perder vida? Gente?
Deve ser da
Bugou. Foi da tua net. Porque se tu reparar, tu agora lhe deste-lhe para aí com um bué dano. Olha. Certo.
Estou fodido.
Vou fazer
lanche, volto já.
Ok, até já.
Outra vez, a sério. O que se está a passar com isto? Estou meio irritado.
Não tens a Steam aberta com algum upgrade a fazer?
Não. Já ontem isto também estava igual. Oh, não.
Whoa. This is not what Paimon was expecting. This is creepy. Feels like there are loads of eyes staring at us.
Ih, falhei. Ultimate todo.
Calm, yet repressed. The signs are all there.
What is it, Mizuki? Figured
Dá
something
no...
out?
Ui, Caio.
Nothing new. Just
Crítico,
further confirmation of my
charge.
Só
suspicion.
falta
Emera
Tasha.
Ichigensai should be hiding deep
Tasha
inside
crítica.
this place.
Ok.
Stay close to me.
Calma.
He set up an ambush?
Seems like we're not welcome here.
The wind knows me.
Time to relax.
Miss Yume Mizuki, you found me at last. Ah, and I see you brought some friends with you. Please, forgive my lack of hospitality.
Emera Chuya. So it is you.
Mizuki was right after all. Paimon wasn't expecting him to be so polite, though.
Please, do not call me by that name anymore. The old me was plagued by negative emotions. But I have parted ways with them now. That period of my life is consigned to the past, and the name along with it.
You have to listen to me. There is no way to get rid of all your negative emotions. This life you're living now is a lie.
Your perspective is most amusing.
What's so funny? Don't you know you're harming people?
Harming people? That's what you believe? Very well. I understand and accept your perspective, even if you cannot afford me the same courtesy in return.
What is up with him? He's being so calm and polite. So why does everything he says make Paimon want to punch him?
As you can see, Miss Yume Mizuki, all my psychological problems have been completely resolved. I must thank you for your attempts to diagnose my condition. But I see now that the truth is far simpler than you were proposing. All my misery was merely a consequence of human frailty. I could not hope to remove my emotional impurities on my own strength. I lived in fear and anger. Fear that I was not worthy of other people's attention. Anger at how they invalidated me. I became a slave to my emotions. They turned me into a wretched and loathsome
do esse eu não fazia, porque esse é só o Under que tá aí. Eu passava à frente do Under, deixava o Under para o fim. Eu passava para esse, por exemplo.
The ability to eradicate those emotions for good. No longer will I be afraid. Never again will I be stirred to
Como
anger.
tu já tens as 4 estrelas, foi o que eu fiz no meu. Eu foquei primeiro aqueles personagens que ele tinha. Como o Under está sozinho, deixei o Under para o fim.
É quando eu construir coisas para ele.
What I'm hearing is that you've developed your own unique understanding of psychological issues. So how about you play therapist this time? I have a
Aquela
couple of
merda
cases
das
I'd love to
expulsões
hear
representa
your
de quanto em
thoughts
quanto
on.
tempo?
É diário.
Ah, ok, top.
É tal e como as plantas.
Plantas é 3 em 3.
Não, as plantas para comprar.
The first is a soldier with poor control of his temper. He flies off the handle too easily, and it gets him into all sorts of trouble. This is having a significant impact on his daily life, and he's developed symptoms of depression as a result.
He simply needs to let go of his anger. Then he will surely find peace and happiness.
The second is a fisherman who's developed thalassophobia. Now he is unable to provide for his family, which is causing him immense anxiety.
Oh, of course. He must cast his fear far away and forget it ever existed. Then he can return to the sea at once.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong on both counts.
Oh?
Fucking ghosts.
The soldier's anger is rooted in his strongly held principles. Yes, his rage can make him reckless, but it also fuels his deep desire to stand against injustice. Losing his anger made him passive and apathetic. He now stands by and does nothing as bandits attack innocent people. The fisherman's fear made him one of the most reliable sailors around. Thanks to his cautiousness and diligence, accidents were a rare occurrence among his crew, despite the dangers of their profession. But after forgetting his fear, he destroyed the fruits of the entire crew's labor on his first return to the sea. Fascinating, isn't it?
Depois daquele cara que parece fazer caralho, só diz, parece caralho, e ele diz,
And fear nurtures care and
Isto é
attention.
isto é para comprar, isto é para comprar de certeza.
Emotions are integral to human dreams. And after many years of dealing with their dreams, negative emotions do not only that, but they're. So, do you have any idea what you've done to those?
What an amusing theory. In fact, I do remember those two.
Eu acabei de experimentar a Misuki com a Tim. Atenção, a única diferença é que em vez da Yenfei usa Mavuika. Mas deixei aqui o Caso. Legit, ela fez tudo. Não precisei de fazer nada. Nem sequer mexi no Caso. Usei o daqui, o da Mavuika. Estive ali. E by the way, estão a dizer que ela é uma off-field de Pyro.
Uncontained fear drives people to abandon beliefs they once held dear.
A cozinheira.
The person you were when you first came to my practice only proves this further.
E eu fiquei, ok, Xinyang Yun.
You were dominated by your
40.0.
emotions. Under their influence, you deliberately inflicted pain on other people. Meanwhile, the person you are now, this diagnosis is going to sound harsh, but I'm afraid it's accurate. You've simply gone from one extreme to another. You say you've reached perfection, but you're just as dysfunctional now as where you started.
How entertaining. Still, there's no need for me to argue back. You have failed to provoke me. I will forgive you for this offense, because I know my present affection to be a fact. I have direct and incontrovertible evidence. You once told me that nightmares are the result of a build-up
Sabe por
of
que eu estou a dizer
negative
não preciso de mais
emotions.
ninguém? Até agora só lutei contra
Ever
6
since
reais.
I acquired my present abilities, I never had another nightmare again. Clearly, that proves that all of my negative emotions have been definitively eradicated.
E são 10 destas.
I'm afraid not. Look where we are right now. We're inside your nightmare.
What?
Pronto, o resto é só fabricar.
No wonder! Paimon knew something was up the moment we arrived!
The enemies that we encountered were manifestations of his negative emotions. That can only happen in a nightmare.
No, that can't be.
Castelo Infinito.
That entity
Tipo,
claimed
não
it
tem
had
como
removed
não
your
ser o
negative
Castelo
emotions.
Infinito. Puta que pariu.
But all it did was separate them and store them deep in your subconscious, beyond your reach.
E vamos assim dizer, faz
There they
sentido,
were left
porque
to fester.
supostamente
Your
os
situation is far worse than that of
os
the other
demons,
victims. It has deceived you at a much deeper level.
aquilo que
You can't
supostamente
even
são
perceive
demons.
it at this very
Agora por
moment.
instinto ia
You're
dizer
in the
time!
middle of a nightmare.
Eu estava a dizer demônios de demónio, mano.
Pois, eu sei, só que eu agora por hábito ia dizer
São demónios yokais. Vamos assim dizer.
Something's appeared behind him.
Sete destes. Faltam-me 6 destes. Amanhã para mim aqui já está pronto.
Ok, afinal é outra pessoa, mano. O olho é outra pessoa que te está a falar do outro.
So it is you. Just as I thought.
What is that?
A nightmare monster. A fearsome yokai that was once the
Regita,
bane of
Mizuki não é
Inu's
suposto estar
life.
dano. Ela é uma
We
on-field
Yumekui
buffer
Baku eat the
para
nightmares of humans,
off-field
while they
DPS.
called those nightmares their home. So we were natural
Tipo
enemies.
Furina
When I
e
heard the traveler recount
Klee.
that strange dream, I knew that this was a possibility.
Olha,
But it's still a shock to see
Effie,
one of our long-lost arch enemies in the flesh.
que eu provavelmente vou substituir em ano foi pela Effie, se ela for vampira.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Horário, and I am the last of my kind.
Karayume. That's a name I haven't heard in a long, long time. How have you survived all these years?
Likewise, Misuki is a name that takes me back to a different age. Although I must say, we may be born enemies, but I have never felt any great animosity toward you.
Supostamente ele é um yokai do medo. Do Nightmare.
Está dentro dele.
O Kuryoyume. É o nome dele.
Humans are such fragile creatures. But now, I have found a way to revive my kind, and you are too late to stop me.
Raiden, aparece aqui do nada. Please, aparece aqui.
Oh no!
Ia meter piada.
Ah, então, posso fazer para ti, Luís? Ah, volta aqui.
What's happening? Paimon's feeling dizzy all of a sudden.
That's the feeling of rejection. It's so strong. Quick, after him!
Foda-se. Estás-me a irritar ao Castelo Infinito. Puta. Eu ia...
É o meu trabalho, muito obrigado.
É, tu vais passar neste castelo, by the way.
He's repressing his emotions even harder. Time to relax.
What the fuck? Estás-me a dizer que aquilo é fake?
Ah, gente, pego os 100 ou pego só 50?
É disso eu nunca costumo pegar.
É, calma.
Que pegar, exato.
Não. Cada um dá 10. Tu pegaste e vais ficar com 1000.
Exato.
É do calma. Tu ainda vais fazer pulos.
Turn that frown upside down.
Sem ser para, mas não.
Até ao final do mês não vais fazer pulos. Não vais fazer pulos ainda.
Quando tiver de Nintendo Pool, eu vou acabar por...
Você vai por?
Sweet
Arma.
dreams.
A arma da Misuki.
Sim.
Então é assim, não compres isso tudo, nem mesmo 50. Tens que ter o preço. Porque depois no final do mês não vais ter o suficiente para comprar os
125.
Tu tens de ficar com 750 até ao final do mês. Ok?
Mas eu até lá vou ganhar algum.
750.
Gasta só 100. Gasta mais um bocadinho. 20, pronto, vais ficar com 200.
There! He's got nowhere left to run! Whoa! What's happening to the ground?
Watch out!
É que eu não estou a buildar ninguém de... Não estou a buildar ninguém de gelo. Então,
para já.
I used my powers to cushion our fall.
Don't worry, we've fallen from bigger heights before.
3.
The bigger issue here is that he got away and we
Olha,
were
again.
close.
Don't worry, we found bigger eyes
We've been
before.
completely cut off.
Primeiro é,
That
a gente
creature
já
has
lutou
taken
contra melhores,
complete control of his
contra outros
consciousness.
beta guys.
We'll never catch
Agora,
him.
a gente já caiu dos sítios mais altos.
Easier if we wake up now
Ah,
and
ai,
go
cara.
catch him in the real
80 de 90,
If this is
gente.
his nightmare, he must be
Eu
asleep
só hoje
somewhere,
e
right?
ontem pus 3 personagens a
Remember the
80
fragrance
de
we smelled on
90.
our way in?
Boa.
That's
Pus
how the
este,
monster
a
lures people
Florina
into
e
the
a
dream
Ganil.
state.
Boa.
Now we're
Boa,
inside.
mas não é
We
80
can't
de
get out
90, é
unless we
90.
manage to defeat
Oh,
him. He's turned
Não.
Emma Chuya's nightmare
Pode
into
ser
his
80
lair.
de 90. Vá.
There's only one way.
Pelo menos já tenho o buff, podemos dizer assim, né?
Mas o buff já tinhas, o buff é nos 70.
Não é isso.
Not only is it possible,
Já tens
Paimon,
a
it's
última
quite
parte
literally my job.
do status da ascensão.
It's just
Exato.
we all saw what happened to Murasaki and Shion, and this nightmare is super intense. Paimon's worried this won't turn out well.
This monster has harmed too many people. We have to stop it. It's okay. I knew what I was getting into. Let's get moving.
Caiu outra.
We may not have caught him, but our chase wasn't
Eu
in
não quero
vain.
saber do que é que está a
He
rir,
led
né?
us
Cara, é
deep
muito
inside his dream. We should now be at the subconscious layer that makes
Só
up its
percebeu, se cai
core.
uma, cai outra. Ok?
It's so dark.
That's what happens if you leave your negative emotions to fester. There must be a lot of emotional fragments in this place. We need to follow them one by one until we reach our destination.
Wait, but what is our destination?
Where the light is.
Do nada comecei uma missão sem saber como. Adorei. What the f... Ah, uma
If I
missão
say it's your fault, it's your fault. Do you understand me?
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't go running around with that stupid thing in your hand. Do you want to go hungry tonight?
Ugh, the atmosphere.
Be careful. Every time we draw near to one of these fragments, we'll experience the underlying emotion on a visceral level.
Bravo!
You, a writer? Didn't they reject you already? Get rid of this trash. Go find a real job.
Ai.
Poor guy.
Esta ação da Misuki está-me a dar raiva.
I feel so bad for
Sorry.
him.
We shouldn't stay here.
Pelo aquilo que se está a passar. E vai perceber, amor. Vou só puxar o meu leite.
I won!
Não.
Another round? That guy? He never joins in with anything. Why should we go out of our way to invite him? Let's keep playing. Ignore him.
Wow. That's so sad.
Nope. Not here either.
Look! There's the light!
Ok.
Welcome back.
Time to relax.
Mas já está a fazer lei.
Tu?
Estava bugado.
Aqui está a dizer que eu estou.
What is this place?
Não, estava bugado para mim. Já estava normal.
It's his sorrow. Yes, sheer overwhelming sorrow. Human emotions exist in a delicate balance. When that balance is lost, negative emotions spiral out of control and go on to fuel nightmares.
É do sem se
By
equipar e com
isolating
esta
these
pausa
negative
só para ir
emotions
buscar
and allowing them to fester,
lanche.
that
Já vou
monster
com
has
2 horas só a
completely
fazer a missão.
destroyed his emotional balance. That's why he was able to create such a powerful nightmare. If we want to restore balance, we have to dispose of the excess negative emotion.
A esquipar, provavelmente
so
fazes
that's
em
what
uma
you
hora.
mean when you talk about eating nightmares.
Well done, Paimon. Very clever.
Aw. Alright, what's the next step?
I need to find a way to separate the negative emotions out. For that, I need a special medium. Sorrow might just do the job. As long as it's kept in check, it can calm the waves of emotions and help him regain some measure of control.
Let it out, Chuya. Let the tears flow. You'll feel better after a good cry.
This process will untangle his unbridled fear and anger, his unresolved resentment, and his unshakable despair. These excess emotions will be separated out from the rest. They are the source of this nightmare. It's all right. It's an unpleasant flavor, but I've tasted it thousands of times.
Ok.
A good cry can work wonders.
Eu dei a volta caso isto caísse, mas eu pensei que
I
se fosse
think he
abrir
should be
mesmo.
able to take another step out from the swamp of despair now.
Are you ready to come out now, Chuya? I'll be waiting for you right here, son. I'd love to listen to more of your stories whenever you're ready.
Cuidado, não tens de parar. Que aquilo vai subir. Ah, não, podes. Pois. Ah, fosse isto, ok. Eu tive que fazer isto umas 4 vezes.
Tá bom.
Cuidado, não vai ser esmagado. Ah!
All right. There goes that nightmare.
É bem para cair. Don't worry.
Hopefully this
Deixa de cair.
marks the beginning of a sweeter dream.
Amazing! Suddenly, Paimon feels so relaxed and maybe even happy?
I thought I had found the perfect host, but you found the one weakness in his emotional armor.
Ah! He's back again!
Freeing a single host from my clutches changes nothing! You cannot stop me! I told you you are too late!
Será que é na missão da coisa que a gente vai ter a ajuda da Reida?
Eu acho que aquela coisa toda sobre o amigo da Raiden tem a ver com a missão
de evento.
Do evento.
What is this place?
I can't believe it. He's brought us to the borderland. To put it simply, it's a dream within a dream. A space hidden deep within the collective Inazuman subconscious. A dream that can exist even without a
Mas porquê é que isso está-me a dar raiva,
This
certo?
must be how that monster managed to survive the extinction of his kind. He hid here.
Está à procura.
Mizuki, that eye.
He's trying to turn this place into a nightmare so he'll be
Não
more at
percebes
home.
porque é que isso
And he's creating copies
está-me
of
a dar
himself.
raiva, certo?
This place is connected to the dreams of every human in the
Ah, o
nation.
escritor não dá trabalho, vai
From
encontrar outro
here,
trabalho.
he can place a copy of himself in every dream. If he succeeds, then he'll have effectively revived his kind already.
Then
Bullying.
we know what we need to do.
Basicamente.
We gotta take this
Aquilo que
guy
acabaste de
down.
dizer foi bullying.
Do we think a sword will do
E
the
depois
job?
foi o pai a dizer: o escritor não dá trabalho, não sei o
Maybe.
que sei que mais. E sou
If
eu
we can
com
get
os
close
animais.
enough to reach his core. But he's brought the
Isso
nightmares
não
of
dá
all
trabalho,
his
não sei o que
victims
sei que
here.
mais.
And that gives him an immense amount of power.
Se eu se calhar
Dealing with
tivesse
this
tirado
many in
esse
one
curso, se calhar
go
já
is
tinha
going to
trabalhado
take a
comigo.
different approach. We need a power to rival his nightmares. The power of sweet dreams.
Ok, tem
Sweet
chance.
dreams? Where are we gonna find those?
Lost minds. There should be some around here. And some of them will have come from sweet dreams originally. Come on, follow me.
Sweet dreams are made of this. Whoever mine who deserve it.
Careful. We've got to move quietly. The nightmare monster has usurped control here. We need to stay out of his sight. Sweet dreams!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Turn that frown upside down. Chasing tanuki through the woods and climbing trees to hunt for onikabu. Thank you for lending us your happiness.
Fecha o olho, puta.
Time to relax.
Fecha o olho. Não, fica sem essa mina. Não tinha um E. Atenção, Mo, aqui tens que utilizar muito o E da Mizuki, por isso cuidado.
Turn that frown upside down.
Não, não é dizer totó, é muito cooldown.
Time to relax. Watching fireworks fly up into the sky and writing wishes on a prayer plaque. Thank you for sharing your passion. All right,
Isto é
we've
estranho.
gathered enough power to proceed. Time to face him head on.
legit, quem nos está a dar ajuda fora é o samurai. Aquele samurai. Sim. Aquele do que batalha várias vezes contra ele.
Which means we're running out of time. Our chances of success are shrinking by the minute. We have to act now.
No problem. We're ready to go.
Oh, Perdão.
That dream last night tasted wonderful.
Sweet dreams.
Turn that frown upside down.
The wind knows me.
Time to relax.
The alacrity with which you walk into my trap surprises me. Do you not realize why I lured you here? Because this is my domain. The world where I live.
Not yet it isn't. Now, use the power of the good dreams.
I think you will find it to be quite ineffective against the power of my nightmares.
One with nature, as one with wind and cloud.
Time to relax. Bad dreams be gone. Light it up. Ugh.
I must confess, I am somewhat confused. Both of us bring happiness to humans now. Why must you still treat me as your enemy?
Because the happiness you provide is a lie. All you do is make them forget their negative emotions exist. And now they're living under the illusion that they're gone for good. All the while, these repressed feelings continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually becoming nightmares intense enough to become your home. Your kind has always thrived by magnifying your host's negative emotions for your own gain. What you're doing now is no different from what you've always done.
Incorrect. This time, I shall change the fate of my entire kind. When a human becomes dominated by their negative emotions, when they lose their ability to survive, that is how my kin died out. But I can give them a fantasy instead, turning them into the perfect hosts, capable of surviving no matter how dire the situation in their subconscious gets. This is the path to a revival. My kin shall rise again!
You do realize what that means, don't you? You've gone from one extreme to the other.
Oh, I'm perfectly aware. There is nothing you can say that I do not already know. For over all the years that your kind has been learning about the human mind, I have been hiding here, watching and learning from the fruits of your labor. But I'm afraid I could not care less for the moral burdens that you impose upon yourselves. The health of the human psyche is of precisely zero interest to me. Now here's a question well worth thinking about. If we allowed the humans themselves to decide, which of us would they really choose? Do you see now? I won this battle long before you ever set foot inside this tree.
What's going on?
He's growing stronger, but we've exhausted the power of the sweet dreams already. Even if we could find more sweet dreams now, it still wouldn't be enough.
If you accept that negative emotions are an immutable presence in the human mind, then you must also know that such emotions include apathy and sloth.
Caralho?
Without the Yumeki Baku, that you hold their hand and walk them through dream regulation therapy.
Eu adorei tipo o Superhail e tipo espalhado. Sorry. As constelações do Superhail. Aqueles telhaços.
But the whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist.
Ei, o Traveler ainda está mudo.
These feelings. So that's how they should taste. Longing, caused by separation. So bitter. And yet the experience led to a whole new journey for you.
Com a ajuda dela.
If you keep pressing on, maybe even more precious memories await. Despair, caused by failure.
E ele não está habilitado para Traveler de Inazuma. Ei!
Não é o nosso Traveler.
Ah, é um trail. É um trail. Pois, é um trail, definitivamente. Imagina pôr uma arma de físico nele. Tadinho.
And after all these flavors comes sweetness, passion, and refreshed hope. So that's why I was able to taste a sweet dream at our first meeting. Long before you ever met me. You'd already gained the courage to never avoid or run away from your feelings. And all your nightmares had become the fuel for sweeter dreams. The power that you have gained by processing everything from your long journey is surely far stronger than any power wielded by that creature.
O Traveler.
The whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist was to try and help people become someone like you.
Não devias ter entrado na domain.
Eu não sabia que já meia hora. Já eram 5 horas.
Your dream is so powerful.
Traveler, give him all you've got. Lightning flash. Thunderclap. Take this.
Oh no! Oh no!
Lightning flash. Bellowing thunder.
Ah, vamos assim dizer, até mete piada utilizar o Traveler de Rei. Mas dava jeito que a Mizuki fosse mesmo assim como está a funcionar. Mas acho que isto é...
É a última Mizuki, é como não funciona. Ela está com o ulti sempre ativo.
É, exato.
Impossible! With just one person's dream? Wow! I have
Once the false dream he created has been destroyed, I can make sure all his victims make a full recovery.
Oi!
I don't think I ever
Agora
would
ganha
have
essa
been able
habilidade
to do
também de voar.
this without your help.
Olha, mas podes largar a Paimon. Exato. Exato, não precisas de agarrar.
A Paimon não tem o efeito, literalmente, ela já vai sozinha.
What? He's still not dead? Wait, does anyone else hear water? Where is that coming from?
Maybe he made his host build some kind of device in the underwater cave. Once he realized we were onto him, he decided to sacrifice his host.
So you mean we're in danger in the real world too?
We've got to wake up.
Feels like motion.
But how? Like, pinch ourselves?
This should be high enough. Traveler, Paimon, jump.
Huh?
If you're afraid, then just take my hand.
É Mizuki. Ela é gigante. Ah, não. Ah, bolas. Assim não tem piada.
Yes, just like the last time.
Tipo o Pai Natal a entregar a todos os presentinhos. Sorry, é o que me está a vir à cabeça agora.
Hold on tight. The Yomekui Baku are getting to work.
Ou não. Eu vou escovar os dentes e sair de casa.
Ok, vamos.
Até já, gente. Tá bom.
Já, já.
It's finally over. It's a good thing. They were very delicious. Traveler, could I pick your brain with another question? What do you think humans tend to have more of? Happy dreams or bad ones? If only that were true. Most people struggle to deal with their negative
Gente,
emotions.
linda e maravilhosa.
They bottle
Olha,
them
eu
up
vou ter que sair,
inside
tá
until
bom?
they've festered and turned into
Ok.
nightmares.
Tá
As a
bom?
Só
result,
estou eu aqui porque o
humans have
Mobley
far
ainda não
more
entrou.
bad dreams
Hello.
than good
Ok,
ones.
mas eu
Ele
tô
já
And
está a
indo
most
entrar
então.
happy
caminho.
dreams are
Bye.
short and
Também.
fleeting. They are so rare that it's basically impossible for them to be shared with others. Heck, there are even people out there who only have the mind space to have happy dreams after they've given us their bad ones. Which is all to say that the dreams we get to taste are usually bad ones. No matter how hard we try, we can't seem to change this state of affairs. I once believed the only reason we Yumeko Baku existed was to serve as a disposal method for nightmares. It's a fate that we cannot escape, no matter how many dreams we eat or how many years pass by. Even though I call myself a clinical psychologist, I also have dark thoughts sometimes. I suppose that's the only problem I have. Still, after learning the principles of psychology, I came up with a new way to look at all of this. If we can use psychotherapy to help people come to terms with their emotions, they'll gain the ability to deal with their nightmares on their own, so they'll no longer need to call upon us for assistance. That way, more and more people can free up their minds for truly happy dreams, until there'll be enough to share around. A naive one, more like. Even though I've run this business for quite a long time now, it still hasn't come true. Not even once. So I must thank you, because after meeting you, I finally became sure that my wish is achievable. And knowing that is all the treatment I need against the dark thoughts I sometimes have.
There you are! Paimon's been looking everywhere for you, too! Paimon was just watching the Baku eat the nightmares. They got really full and started rolling around on their tummies. It was so cute. Anyway, that's why Paimon fell behind. Got a little distracted watching them. Oh, and speaking of Baku, we were gonna book another appointment with you, weren't we? Remember? Before we got caught up in all those nightmare shenanigans?
It's a little late for that now. Ask me again tomorrow.
Oh.
Still, the night is young. Wanna stay here and watch the moon with me for a little longer?
Huh?
Alô?
Alô, mamão. Mo, tenho uma boa notícia para te dar.
O quê?
Aaron Keller revealed that loot boxes will include a ton of shop content and other items that are currently unavailable. Por isso, lembras-te daquilo que a gente disse? Battle Passes, prontos. Agora, as da Shop eu não estava à espera. Porquê? Fazia mais sentido ser as do Battle Pass. Porquê? Porque tu tens tanta skin no Battle Pass antigos que não consegues ter de outra forma, sem ser pelas loot boxes. Agora, Shop eu não estava à espera porque elas estão sempre a voltar, estás a ver? Mas pronto. E vamos. E acho que vão-nos ser dadas 100 loot boxes para abrir assim de uma mão beijada.
Porra.
Excuse me! Hello! Please come register over here!
What's going on? Why are there so many guests? Had I...
Oh, it looks like business is booming with Amura Ichigensai out of the pit.
Morning, you two. Want to make an appointment?
Yes, please. For today, if possible.
Then I better get you another VIP pass. You're our most important customers after all.
Awesome! In that case, very important Paimon would like to start with the fine dining this time.
Oh my. Imagine if you'd taken my advice and sold your shares the other day. It could have cost you dearly now that business is booming again. I hope you're not too upset with me, old friend.
Why would I be upset? It's not as if I ever took your suggestion seriously.
Oh, I've missed that way with words. So affectionate.
Peguei em mim com a série aí, ai que raiva!
Tiny little ones, did you enjoy the scenery last night? Hardly. That tree was directly beneath the Grand Narukami Shrine. What was I supposed to do? Move the entire shrine to give you some privacy?
Is there a reason you're here, Lady Guji?
Mostly because I felt like a walk. But I do have a message from the Tenryo Commission to pass on as it happens. The gentleman who your fellow Yumeku Ibaku fished out of the water last night is no longer in a critical condition. Although his mind seems to have regressed to that of a young child.
It could have been worse, I suppose. Lady Guji, I owe you my thanks. Without your help, things might have gone a lot less smoothly yesterday. Come on, Miko. You've always been worse than me at keeping secrets. I admit that I feel inferior around you, and have an urge to prove myself. How could I not? But maybe these feelings are what have driven me to take this business as far as I have. My sense of inferiority keeps my ego in check, and my desire to prove myself gives me the strength to persevere. I'm able to accept these parts of me for what they are. There's no need for you to tiptoe around them.
Oh, you could have told me sooner. The poor traveler here has been doing all my running around for me.
True. But then again, without the traveler's help, you'd have been placed in a difficult position. Emera Ichigensai had amassed a huge following. For the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine to publicly go against him would have been a dangerous move. An angry mob of zealots could have done some serious damage to the shrine's reputation. Much safer for the Guji not to get personally involved. It was the right decision.
While that's all true, my main concern was that I didn't want to upset an old friend. Otherwise, I could have taken a much more direct approach.
Miko.
I always seem to forget that you're more cunning and less adorable than you look. Seems like my worries about upsetting you were unfounded.
It's not that I don't get upset. Everyone has their fair share of troubles, but every sorrow has its cure. Here's your new VIP pass.
E eles vão nos dar 100 loot boxes para celebrar o retorno das loot boxes na Season 15. Ei! Eu ainda não fiz os trials.
My royal rain outlines your fate. Know my sword.
Pair.
He might be a little prick.
Witness the powers go.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Frost is coming. Getting here.
Twibbly wobbly. Don't be nervous. Just relax. Wings of darkness. Come, sever.
Let me weave you a verse.
Frost is coming. Stay reckoning. Pair. Frost is coming.
On, reveal.
I must leave no stone unturned. As a dutiful maid will... I'm going in! Give up. Submit.
Advance! Rally! Let's get down to business.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Hoo-yah! They descend the borders. When I get
Hurry!
Steady as stone. It's lovely.
Everyone on me!
Go in! Submit! Don't waste my time. Time to clean up. Give up.
What's the hurry? Frostbite.
Can't handle your dream. Throw it out.
Oh, so sorry. This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it.
Espera só aí um bocadinho, deixa só terminar a live que eu meto já o bot. Eu vou já terminar a live e meto já o bot. Para só um bocadinho. Bem, gente, obrigado por terem assistido. Obrigado por terem assistido. Vamos terminar a live. Vamos ver quem é que tem a rede. Não vou fazer rede.